So, what got you into doing this work, Chess?
I've been looking back on the work through my life. And as it turns out, it's just been my natural inclination to always be a guide. Early on, my work was as an adventure travel guide. So I led treks through the Himalayas and safaris in Africa, and river raft trips and sea kayaking trips through the whales and treks down in South America. I did that for 25 years or so. And the love was going to a place like the Himalayas, going to Nepal, and falling in love. It's going to a place that was so beautiful and so inspiring, and feeling like this is what life's about. And then coming home and getting people and saying, you gotta come check this out. Like, I can show you one of the most beautiful places you've ever been. Great, sign me up, let's go. So I'd guide people to this new place, and it's new, it's unfamiliar territory, so teach them how to move in that type of territory, how to be, and how to experience that type of beauty. And now what I'm finding is I'm doing really the same work. It's just that instead of going to Nepal and falling in love, I'm going within, and I'm going deeper and deeper within. And I'm finding the same thing. I'm finding some of the most beautiful places I've ever been, some of the most inspiring, some of the most enlivening. And then I find that within, and it's the same feeling. Like I can't just be in this myself. I've got to help others. Mm-hmm. So then I go get others, and I say, I have found some of the most beautiful places I've ever been, and I want to help you find that place too. And oh, where? Nepal? Well, that's nice. South America? That's nice. But no, right there, right within. And the feeling and the same questions come up. Oh, well, that sounds beautiful, but I don't know how to get there. I'm a guide. And that's what any guide does, right? We move down the pathways ourselves. We navigate new territory. We figure out how to move across thresholds and learn a new language, perhaps, and explore into unfamiliar territory. That's what I was doing when I first started going in. And I had my guides, but it was unfamiliar territory. I didn't know how to how do I get deeper? How do I get in? And the guides would say, well, let me show you. So that's what I'm doing today. It's the same work. I'm just going within and finding the beauty and the inspiration. Mm. It's how do I get them there? By first introducing them to stillness. They say you cannot see your true reflection in running water. Mm. It's only in calm water, still water, that you will see your true reflection. Mm. Dropping into the stillness. And whenever I'm bringing a new client or student along on board to do some work with, one of the core questions I ask is, how much stillness is there in your life? And it's like 99% of the time, there is universally a sigh. Like, and then some version of, not enough. Like, they know it. Inherently, the soul, the dynamic of life within us knows that stillness is a valuable part of our being and our doing in the world. The choreographer George Balanchine says that rest is a phase of movement.
Yeah. So what's different about taking someone to a beautiful place like Nepal, an outside external place?
Yeah.
What's the benefit of taking someone to that internal place? How does that change their life?
It changes their life because it turns out to be the exact same experience, except for that they recognize that it's within them. Mm. It's no longer external. Mm. It's no longer the beautiful Himalayas is what causes me to feel this sense of grandeur, this sense of aliveness.
Wow.
is actually finding that exact same thing within. When I used to lead the sea kayak trips down in Mexico in Magdalena Bay with the gray whales, one of my favorite things to do was to sit on the sand dunes under a full moon on a calm, calm night and listen into the bay and listen to the whales breathe. And it'd be nothing but silence. And you just hear, and you'd see the mist rising up into the moonlight, and then little baby breaths, little baby whales. And of course, in that moment, it just feels like you don't want to be anywhere else. And so you don't. Your mind isn't thinking about the future. Your mind's not thinking about the past because you don't want to miss this. And there's an amazing sense of love and beauty and connection and unity. And then I started to recognize that when I started to deepen my meditation practice, is sitting on the cushion, same feeling. And I got it that it wasn't the whales, that experience, the Himalayas, the whales, all these beautiful things that I can remember that have brought me to that sense of peace. I always thought it was because of the beauty. It was because it was stopping my mind. That's what was happening. I didn't want to be anywhere else, but I wanted to watch the ravens against the Himalayas diving in and out of cloud banks, and, I just want to be present to that. And so my mind quieted. And when that happened, I was present. The fullness of my own being. So it turns out the value of helping people find it within is they recognize they don't have to go seeking for beautiful places to bring the peace. The peace comes from arriving in the stillness of a calm mind that isn't chasing self and future and regarding themselves in the past.